What do you know about humor? I'm not very funny. No, like humors, humoralism, Empedocles.
Ancient Thos medicine?
Yes, exactly. A little off the mark, but I respect the effort. What if I told you they were onto something? A little off the mark, and we've already figured out medicine. We've figured out too much. What are you talking about? Look,
Ancient Thos thinkers claimed the human body had 4 humors: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile.
they were wrong.
Humor, translated from the Thos word chymos, literally meaning juice. The 4 juices must stay in balance in amount, strength, flavor.
Don't say flavor.
What if
All of medicine could be deconstructed into 4 or even 3 humors? No more brain surgeons, no more cardiologists, no more dentists, no psychiatrists, just one humoralist. So, breakthroughs in brain anatomy? Life-saving vaccines? All that's a waste of time because you, a young undergrad, figured out that a make-believe medical system was right all along? Yes. Why?
Mostovska?
10 days before the Mostovskan disaster, this university, the one that we are standing on, lost an insignificant professor. Poor old Professor Nikolayan Raskolov, dead after a sudden stroke. Who? Oh, I don't blame you. He only had around 30 pupils, but he taught a very specific class at this university. Wait, with the theatrics.
Thos history.
What does this have to do with Mostovska? Raskolov caused the Mostovskan disaster.
What?
What? You asked a question, I gave you an answer.
No. How did we get here?
1 week before Raskolov died, he had just come back from an archaeological dig from Thos. His students noticed that he was acting very stressed, like there was something that he needed to do, but most of these students were ignored by their peers. And guess what? 3 days before the disaster, a third of his students decided to go on a big trip to Mostovska. Why? A boring factory town with nothing to do but eat, smoke, and die. A boring town with a humble little gold mine. Those students, all of them, were lost in that disaster. The Novosgradian government says it was a plant explosion, but to this day, a year later, no one is allowed to go within 10 miles of it. Everything is covered up. The school didn't even have a memorial service. Every one of Raskolov's students and their families magically moved away to God knows where. All except one.
You took Thos history?
No, but I accidentally stumbled into the wrong classroom on the day he came back, and on the board he was talking about humors. But not blood, phlegm, yellow, and black. He was talking about red, green, and blue humor. And right on his desk, an impressive pile of gold jewelry. Now I found that odd, so I did a little digging. There's no mention of these colors in any textbook. Raskolov was onto something, and he was desperate. Because 2 days later, the local jewelry shop robbed. You're suggesting the old man robbed the jewelry store? No. They caught the burglar. It was Raskolov's aide. Okay. So you're suggesting Raskolov found something on his last trip to Thos, went mad, created a cult with his students, faked his death, went to Mostovska to get more gold, and leveled the entire city. When you ask the witnesses of the neighboring towns what they saw that night, you get 3 different answers. A red glow, a blue glow, and a green line. Nobody could agree, so all testimonies were waved off. But I think they were telling the truth. Their own truth. You're mad, Victor. I am. And that's why I'm breaking into Mostovska.